If you're over 50 and wake up every morning with stiff, aching joints that make even simple tasks feel impossible, what I'm about to reveal might shock you. The ancient monks of the Himalayas lived well into their 90s, climbing mountains and carrying heavy loads without a single painkiller. Their secret wasn't medication. It was hidden in 7 sacred teas that Western medicine ignored for decades. But here's what almost nobody tells you. The tea you are drinking right now might actually be making your inflammation worse. And by the end of this video, you'll discover which 7 teas can reverse joint pain naturally, reduce inflammation at the cellular level, and give you back the freedom to move like you did in your 30s. Before we dive into these ancient secrets, hit that like button right now, subscribe to Power of Teas, and turn on notifications. Because what you're about to learn could change everything about how you age. And trust me, you don't want to miss a single detail. Let's talk about something nobody wants to admit. After 50, your body starts betraying you. You wake up with swollen knees. Your fingers feel like they're locked in place. Climbing stairs becomes a painful reminder that youth is behind you. Doctors call it osteoarthritis. They say it's normal aging. They hand you pills that damage your stomach and liver. But here's the truth they won't tell you. Inflammation isn't just normal aging. It's your body crying out for help. And while pharmaceutical companies make billions selling you temporary relief, there's an ancient solution that costs almost nothing and works with your body instead of against it. For over 3,000 years, Eastern healers understood something profound. They knew that inflammation is like a fire burning inside your joints. And instead of masking the pain, they focused on extinguishing that fire at its source. These healers discovered 7 specific teas that contain compounds so powerful, modern science is only now beginning to understand their mechanisms. Studies from leading universities have confirmed what the ancients already knew. These teas don't just reduce pain. They actually repair damaged cartilage and reduce inflammatory markers in the blood. But here's where it gets interesting. These aren't your typical grocery store teas. Each one targets inflammation through a different biological pathway, creating a synergistic effect that's more powerful than any single ingredient alone. Tea. Number 1. The Golden Warrior. The first tea comes from the root of a plant that's been called holy powder in India for over 4,000 years. This golden root contains curcumin, a compound that researchers at UCLA found to be more effective at reducing inflammation than some prescription medications. Turmeric tea doesn't just mask your pain. It actually blocks the enzymes that create inflammation in your joints. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food showed that people who consumed turmeric daily for 8 weeks experienced a 58% reduction in joint pain and stiffness. But here's the secret most people miss. Turmeric alone isn't enough. Your body can barely absorb it unless you combine it with black pepper, which increases absorption by 2,000%. The monks knew this centuries ago. Modern science just caught up. Tea number 2. The ancient root of fire. The second tea is made from a knobby root that looks almost alien. Ginger has been used in Chinese medicine for over 5,000 years to treat what they called cold dampness in the joints. And now we know why it works. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols that are structurally similar to the active ingredient in aspirin. But unlike aspirin, ginger doesn't damage your stomach lining. Instead, it protects it. Research from the University of Miami showed that ginger extract reduced knee pain by 40% in arthritis patients. But what's even more remarkable is this. Ginger doesn't just reduce pain, it actually prevents the breakdown of cartilage that causes arthritis to worsen over time. The traditional way to prepare it is crucial. You must use fresh ginger root, sliced thin, steeped in boiling water for at least 10 minutes. The longer it steeps, the more powerful compounds are released. Tea number 3, the Emperor's Immortality Brew. Green tea was reserved for Chinese emperors who believed it granted them longevity and vitality. They weren't wrong. This tea contains a compound called EGCG that scientists now call liquid longevity. Here's what makes green tea extraordinary for joint health. EGCG blocks the production of molecules that trigger cartilage destruction. A study in the journal Arthritis Research and Therapy found that people who drank green tea regularly had stronger, healthier cartilage than those who didn't. But timing matters. Green tea loses its potency if you steep it in water that's too hot. The ideal temperature is 175 degrees Fahrenheit, steeped for exactly 3 minutes. This preserves the delicate compounds that pharmaceutical companies are now trying to isolate and patent. The monks drank 3 cups daily. Not 1, not 5, 3. There's wisdom in that balance. Tea number 4. The Himalayan healing flower. High in the Himalayan mountains grows a small purple flower that shepherds discovered by watching injured goats. The animals would seek out this plant and eat it when they were hurt. That flower is willow bark, nature's original aspirin. White willow bark tea contains salicin, which your body converts into salicylic acid, the same compound in aspirin, but without the harsh side effects. European herbalists used it for centuries before pharmaceutical companies synthesized it into a pill. What modern research shows is remarkable. Willow bark doesn't just reduce pain, it also reduces the swelling and heat in inflamed joints. A study in the American Journal of Medicine found it as effective as conventional pain medication for osteoarthritis, but with virtually no adverse effects. The traditional preparation requires patience. You must simmer the bark for 20 minutes to extract its full healing potential. Quick steeping won't release the compounds you need. Tea number 5. The monastery miracle. In ancient Buddhist monasteries, monks drank a tea made from the leaves of a specific pine tree. They called it the tea of eternal joints. Because even the oldest monks could sit in meditation for hours without pain or stiffness. This tea is made from pine needles, particularly from young spring growth. These needles contain compounds called proanthocyanidins that are 50 times more powerful than vitamin C at fighting inflammation. Research from Korean universities discovered that pine needle tea reduces the activity of inflammatory cytokines, the chemical messengers that cause joint swelling and pain. But here's what's truly remarkable. It also stimulates collagen production, helping your body rebuild the cushioning between your joints. To prepare it properly, you need fresh pine needles from specific species: white pine, red pine, or ponderosa pine. Avoid yew, Norfolk Island pine, and ponderosa if you're pregnant, as they contain different compounds. Tea number 6. The forgotten Caribbean cure. Spanish explorers in the 1500s noticed something strange. The indigenous people of the Caribbean, despite their hard physical labor, rarely complained of joint pain, even in old age. Their secret was a bitter bark they brewed into tea every morning. Cat's claw vine, named for its curved thorns, contains alkaloids that powerfully suppress inflammation. The World Health Organization now recognizes it as a valuable anti-inflammatory herb. Studies show it reduces TNF-alpha, one of the primary inflammatory molecules in arthritis. But here's the part that shocked researchers. Cat's claw also modulates the immune system, preventing it from attacking your own joints, which is what happens in rheumatoid arthritis. A study in Austria found that patients who took cat's claw for 6 months had significant improvements in both pain and swelling. The traditional preparation requires the inner bark, boiled for at least 45 minutes to extract the full spectrum of healing compounds. This isn't a quick fix, this is medicine. Here's what you can realistically expect if you commit to this protocol. In the first week, you probably won't notice much. Your body is beginning to respond at the cellular level, but the changes are too subtle to feel. By week 2, some people report sleeping better and having slightly less morning stiffness. This is your inflammatory markers beginning to drop. Around week 4, the changes become more obvious. Pain that used to be constant might only appear occasionally. Movements that were difficult start feeling easier. By week 8, many people report significant improvements. They're climbing stairs without holding the railing. They're opening jars without asking for help. They're waking up without that awful stiffness that used to last for hours. And by 3 months, the transformation can be profound. People who thought they'd never exercise again are taking walks. Those who believed their pain was permanent are living with freedom they thought was lost forever. But this only happens if you're consistent. Missing days here and there won't give you these results. The monks didn't skip days. They treated their tea ritual as sacred as prayer. Here's something profound that goes beyond just joint pain. When you reduce inflammation in your joints, you're reducing inflammation throughout your entire body. And chronic inflammation is the root cause of almost every age-related disease. Heart disease? Driven by inflammation? Alzheimer's? Inflammation damages brain cells. Cancer. Inflammation creates the environment where cancer thrives. Diabetes. Inflammation disrupts insulin function. By healing your joints with these 7 sacred teas, you're not just treating one symptom. You're addressing the fundamental process that ages your entire body. You're potentially adding years to your life, and more importantly, life to your years. The monks who drank these teas weren't just pain-free. They were mentally sharp, emotionally balanced, and physically capable well into their 90s. They understood that true health isn't about treating diseases. It's about removing the causes of disease. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads. One path leads back to the life you've been living, accepting pain as your new normal, depending on medications that treat symptoms but never address causes. The other path leads towards something different. It requires commitment, patience, and faith in nature's wisdom. It asks you to trust a process that's been proven over thousands of years, but might seem too simple to work in our modern, complicated world. I can't make this choice for you. But I can tell you that thousands of people over 50 have already chosen this path and found relief they thought was impossible. They're in the comments of our videos, sharing their stories, encouraging others to try. Your joints have been inflamed for months, maybe years. They didn't get that way overnight, and they won't heal overnight. But they can heal. Your body wants to heal. It's designed to heal. Sometimes it just needs the right tools. There's one more thing I need to tell you, and this might be the most important part of all. These teas work best when combined with other anti-inflammatory lifestyle changes. Drinking sacred tea while eating inflammatory foods is like trying to fill a bathtub with the drain open. Reduce processed foods, especially refined sugars and vegetable oils. These create inflammation faster than any tea can resolve it. Increase omega-3 fatty acids from fish or flax seeds. Move your body gently every day, even if it's just stretching. Sleep is crucial. Your body repairs cartilage while you sleep. If you're not getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep, even the most powerful tea won't give you full results. And perhaps most importantly, manage your stress. Chronic stress creates inflammatory hormones that damage your joints. The monks meditated daily not just for spiritual reasons, but because they understood the mind-body connection. These teas are powerful, but they're part of a complete approach to health. They're not magic bullets, they're tools that work best in skilled, committed hands. The secret to aging well isn't hidden in expensive medications or complicated medical procedures. It's been sitting in plain sight for thousands of years, growing in forests and gardens, waiting for people to remember the old wisdom. These 7 sacred teas offer you a path back to freedom of movement, back to a life where pain doesn't dictate your choices. But only you can walk that path. Only you can make the commitment to yourself that your health is worth the effort. Start with 1 tea. Commit to it for a week. Notice how your body responds, then add another. Build your rituals slowly, with intention and consistency. Give your body time to remember how to heal itself. And if you want to keep discovering natural secrets that can transform your health after 50, hit that like button right now and subscribe to Power of Teas. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video that could change everything. Drop a comment below telling me which of these 7 teas you're going to try first. Are you drawn to the golden power of turmeric or the ancient wisdom of pine needles? Share your choice with our community. Your comment might inspire someone else to begin their healing journey. Remember this: every cup you drink is a vote for your future self. Every sip is a choice to take control of your health instead of surrendering to age and pain. The power to transform your life doesn't come from a pharmacy. It grows from the earth, and it's been waiting for you all along. The secret to healthy aging isn't found in medicine cabinets. It's steeped in ancient wisdom, one sacred cup at a time.